Well, here I am. It has been, what, a couple days since I've done anything on uh, Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. I don't usually do a lot on Instagram anyways. So, but here I am. Went to my kinesiology this morning, and now I am on my way back to my daughter's. So, because I am house sitting with the puppers, and I'm down in the LRT station. Ooh, very dramatic. One second, I'll show you. So this is the station. Very, yeah, very quiet. So my train comes in 3 minutes, and then I get off and go to her house. And then we'll pick up from there. All right? Excuse me, I'm home. Start recording. And now I'm gonna cough. Anyways, got home, lovely, very quick. Didn't take me as long as I thought it would, so that's great. Was able to get the dog out. And yeah, so we have a Mars retrograde. And we have no, we don't have a Mars. We have a Mercury retrograde. Mars is going to be going into Pisces. It's going to conjunct the North Node. And I think that, in the next couple days. And I think there's going to be some really disruptions when it comes to that. And especially with Mercury being retrograde. The other thing, too, is there's things to do with technology that are going to be coming up. Now, I was listening to a talk on different healing beds, and we're not hearing about it, at least I'm not hearing about it, at least, mainstream and stuff. There's 3 types of healing beds. The third one, we're not privy to, really. It was, came out through a South African doctor, and and the military has it. The one healing bed, of technology that they have is about reversing our molecular structure inside. So kind of like reverse aging and helping people. And this is going to be really great for those who got the what, and helping to regenerate the cellular membranes, but right down to the mitochondria. So, and then working a lot with our own cells and regenerating them. There's also the second bed that I understand is one, but it does the whole body, physically and internally and externally. So it can actually reverse you back to a certain age and that. So there's that's been being worked on, and they are utilizing it. They are using it. So the third one, and this is so Aquarius. Is growing back limbs, because there is that we have our hologram, right? Now, shamans have talked about that for years, that you're able to heal yourself through your hologram, because your hologram is the perfect image of you, and you're able to take from that hologram and heal yourself. Now, shamans have talked about that, about your bones and healing your bones and healing different parts of your body through it. In Huna shamanism, we go back to the point of when you were injured, and then we're able to go back before the injury happened to help with the healing, to bring it forward to the present day. So they're doing that, and that's with the military. And one doctor who was working with the military kind of leaked it out about this one, and it was just so amazing about this man's limb being regenerated, right? So there is some really positive energy that's coming out. It's kind of scary, it's kind of freaky, very sci-fi, but it's there. And I feel like we are in a time that things are going to be radically happening. Now, March is going to be quite a kerfuffle of energies, and especially with Mars, conjuncting that North Node. Hang on. I got to get my stuff out of the oven. my breakfast. Oh, okay, hang on. So yes, there's going to be quite some crazy activities that are going to be happening this month. And I did mention before about between the 10th and the 15th. I know the thing's going to go off because I use the oven. So I have the window open, I have the fan going. And there's also going to be a lot of doing to do with computer glitches. So there's a lot of positive that's coming out, but I feel like also because of the Iranian energy and things that are happening and unfolding at this time, we are also experiencing great leaps in technology. We're in a time, back in 1997, the internet was introduced. And then also a few years later, we also had the iPhone. We also, with this energy, and especially with Mars conjuncting the North Node, I think it was 1868, and going back to when the X-ray was discovered, and doing X-rays, which really changed how doctors did things medically, right? Because you can see what's going on inside the body. So there are such crazy advancements, like I talked about earlier, that are going on. But there's also this month where I feel that there's going to be some real conflict in that, and especially between the 10th and the 15th of something and very explosive. Not sure exactly what that explosion is, but it feels very dramatic kind of energy. And we also have that when Mercury goes forward, it's going to be going forward on the same point that Mars and the North Node met in Pisces. So there's going to be a lot of information coming out. We may not get it fully. We're not going to be able to understand it fully. There's going to be a lot of alien type of activity, definitely, especially with Pluto and Aquarius happening as well. And I feel like that's also going to bring in some of this new technology as well. We are in a society that is advancing rapidly, more so. You got to think in what? My dad was born in 1919, and there were no cars. They had the train, right? And the trolley was just being set up in Lethbridge, right? And the roads weren't paved, and the sidewalks were wooden. And now you go from 1919 to 2026, right? That's over 100 years. And we are indoor plumbing. We have cars. We're looking at electric cars, electric bikes. We have electricity in our house. We have a fridge. I mean, how much advancement has happened since then, right? So we have like gone from a 0 to 100 in a very short time. Now we're also finding that there is a lot of changes that are happening in the world too, that are going to get us to maybe, I don't know if it's going to be a plateau. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see it this month, but we're going to see this gradual plateau of things happening within our world. But staying on the positive note, is a plateau bad or good? That's, it's all up to how you look at it, right? But we are advancing and changing in so many ways. And it's embracing some of these advances, because some of these advances are going to be very, I mean, if they wanted to reverse the technology onto some of my cells, I would say go for it on the internal part. Definitely would help me to have better mobility, being able to keep up with how my body needs to heal. That's a big one, right? So I feel there is that technology that's coming in, and there are these nuances that are coming forth that we need to step into. Now, I don't think everybody's going to be able to utilize this at first, but I think there will be a time when it will be, right? Just like the internet, right? So there you go. And on that note, if you are interested in my March, April, May containment, definitely get a hold of me. It's we're going to be dealing with the full moon, the lunar eclipse for March, the new moon, the spring equinox. We're going to have a gathering for the spring equinox. And you also get our workbook to help you through the transitioning of the energies that are happening through March, and then and then we go into April and May. This is I think it's a fabulous time to be alive, a fabulous time to really, that we are creating right now, and let's embrace it, right? With everything that is unfolding before us. So anyways, have a blessed one. I'm going to eat. And have a good one. Bye-bye.